Happy Wednesday. I'm Susan Zollinger. I'm the practitioner in training here at Center for Spiritual Living, La Crescenta. And today's metaphysical lesson is kind of what I've been going through. And what I found, because I have the house that I've been living in has been sold, and I scurried about finding another place to live, and that has all come to pass. But in the packing and unpacking and sorting and going through things that you have to do, I came upon my first encounter really with the Church of Religious Science, which was Terry Cole Whitaker Ministries. And I think a friend had actually turned me on to this. And so once upon a time, I had either gone to a lecture or I don't remember mailing in, but I did get this little book about goals and Declaration and Goals workbook for 1984. I was just slightly younger than I am now at that time, and it was before I left for Hawaii. And interestingly enough, I didn't put in any of my goals about moving to a tropical island because that was not on my radar at all. But I'll give you a little bit of what Terry Cole Whitaker was offering at the time. And, you know, perhaps since we're coming to the end of the year, maybe it's time to start thinking about what you want to declare and have as your goal for 2021. So Terry Cole Whitaker starts out about make the new year the best year. Don't we all want that? I mean, so often I remember in years past about the whole, you make your resolutions on, the December 31st, and of course by January 1st, maybe about 10 o'clock a.m., it's all been forgotten. Sometimes I've actually followed through and done a few of my goals, but my resolution lists always seem to be so long. I had 101 things to do, and with all of that, even selecting one or two, I still didn't ever follow through. And as you'll see in this book, yes, I didn't follow through. But she starts out saying, someone once said that in life there are no timeouts and you can start over wherever you choose. What a great thought. There's no timeouts, but you can always start over. Goodness knows I've had to do that here when I've been singing and I start out and I stumble some more and I'm like, can we just do this over, please? Life is like that. In fact, every morning that we wake up, we have that wonderful choice and chance to start over. Every day is a clean slate. So let's choose that good stuff when we first wake up. It's wonderful and freeing to know that you can begin anew anytime you choose. This is an especially right time to clean house or clean out the old and bring in the new. Well, I have literally been doing that. I have cleaned out an old house, and now I'm bringing in the new as I move to a new residence. She talks about how to set goals, set and achieve goals and intentions. And she also says, saying what you want, you desire, and having what you say returns you to certainty in creation and restores your enthusiasm and the joy of living from choice. We feel damaged and powerless when we believe we can't have what we want, believe that it isn't right for us to have it, or believe that what we want is scarce. So we often do this when we certainly are thinking about our finances. You know, we look at our checkbook and we're going, ooh, not enough. Ooh, not enough. But when we know that there is always inflow and outgo, it's just the process of circulation, and we trust that up until this point, We've had that inflow and outgo, and it's just like the tides, in and out, in and out. When we trust that in our lives, we'll be sustained in that. God always has your back. So oftentimes that's where we see where we lack of something. But as Terry Cole Whitaker says, the truth is that you've already won the game of life. God loves you. The universe supports you, and your world is created through you as a product of your awareness and word. So our words are powerful. That's part of our thought process, our creation process of being able to dream and create the life that we want to have. And so then she talks about her dream and vision for her ministry. So the first part of her book starts with purpose, and she's got things in here, categories that you could put what your purpose is for. One of them is life, another one is relationships, and the other one is mate. Do you have your soulmate? Another one is work, projects, and then a category, miscellaneous, called anything else. So I'll show you my book. I didn't ever really get through to the projects part, but I did fill out a little bit under life, relationships, mate, and work. My little scribbles in there, but I couldn't, apparently at the time, I either just kind of gave up on projects or put it down and never to pick it up again. But so under life, what I was putting down back in 1983, since 1984 was going to be the new year, I put down that my purpose in life is to share and experience love, joy, and abundance, and to accept life's lessons with an open heart. Wow, I kind of had it going on then, didn't I? And I can truly say that it's still an ongoing purpose. I am experiencing love and life to share, and abundance, and certainly joy. And yes, I have eventually learned to accept life lessons with an open heart. Under relationships, I had written down to enrich, nurture, and support the spark of God's love within my family and friends, and to kindle that spark into a blaze. I think I'm still working on that. Though I come from such a wonderful, loving family that I think that blaze was truly already kindled within me into the family that I was born. My parents were very loving family, extended family, very loving. The grandkids played a big part in my parents' life as they got older. They were filled with joy and happiness of the life of family and friends. They had a beautiful social circle. So as far as being a wonderful experience and a great role model for me, my parents and my family life has always been warm and welcoming and very loving. Now I had under mate, I wanted somebody with open communication, again, nurture, and we empower each other to our highest selves. And we find each moment to be filled with wonder and love, and we keep the flames of passions stoked. Still working on that one. But, I'm sure there's plenty of you that who may be open for new people into their lives with a deeper relationship, or maybe it's time to assess where you're at with your mate at this time. What is it that you want in that mate? Do you want to perhaps tweak your relationship a little better so it is a little warmer, a little nurturing? You do feel empowered with each other. Yeah, these are thoughts, but only you can answer the questions for yourself. Under work, I put satisfying, challenging, intelligent, useful, not harmful to self or the environment. serving others with flexibility and upwardly mobile income. So I think I have found work in many different areas that has definitely been satisfying, many times challenging, but yes, intelligent. I can use my mind for what it is that I am looking for in my life. Useful? Well, I think I've been useful, and I think in this usefulness, I've been able to serve others in my capacity as a bookkeeper. Of course, here at church, here I am serving my church family and friends. And yes, I think there's been flexibility as well in the things that I've done. I'd left the projects blank. I just kind of gave up on doing this, or I couldn't think of any projects that I would want to put in. But yes, what's the purpose? What kind of projects do you want to see in your life? Write them down. I find when I've got a to-do list that if I actually write it down and not pretend that I'm going to be remembering and keeping it in my head, I get more things done. I've actually gotten lists crossed off all the way through. So this is a time of reflection, a time to be thinking of what do I want to bring into 2021. And as we go further in her little book, because she's got even a part in the center where you can mail in your information to her and she would get back to you. I don't think I could do that anymore. But under goals and declarations, she's got places where we can write down things for what's a spiritual goal? What kind of relationship goals do we have? Do we have goals for our body, our finances? Again, career, vocation, work. What kind of goals do we want to have or see in 2021? And then there's a further goal of material things. What do you want to manifest into your life? And so she writes, a goal is an objective desired result. There are inner and outer objectives. Yet for me, everything is for the purpose of love and happiness and creation. Isn't that what our goals are supposed to be bringing us to? We want these goals because we expect them to make us happier than we are in this moment. I know back in the day when I was doing resolutions, I know one of my resolutions would always be lose those 10 pounds, let go. I don't ever think I wrote it as let go. It was always lose 10 pounds. Every year it would come back again, lose 10 pounds. But, I didn't write it with the objective that this will make me happier. I thought it would make me happier, but if I didn't work towards it, didn't write down those goals, didn't write down the process to get there, those same 10 pounds showed up on my resolutions again the next year. I see, and this is Terry Cole Whitaker again, I see creation and self-expression, an opportunity to experience yourself, giving of yourself through your talents, ideas, lifestyle, environment, relationship, work, body, etc. To say what you want is to free you from powerlessness and to move you into the realm of choice and God's limitlessness and love. And God's limitlessness and love is always pouring through you. That is the life energy that you are. So let's use the power of our word, the power of our choice to bring us again to our highest and greatest good. That's what we're looking for. The wonder of happiness in our life. And when we feel fulfilled, whether it be in a love relationship or whether it be in our career or work, when we feel fulfilled and accomplished in these areas, that is indeed a joyful heart, a happy house, and, our temple, our happy body too. And when we're happy on the inside and feeling happy on the outside even, well, it tells all our body that good things are happening. And it wakes up our cells and makes them happy and makes them work well, and our body comes together, joins with our spirit, and we are a joyful being. She also says, you are always creating consciously or unconsciously. So for you to say what you want is to bring you into the awareness of being the cause of the choices you make and thus the quality of your life. So, if you don't like what's going on, I think I've said this before, the conditions that appear in your life, then you want to tweak them. Either get a different perspective about the conditions in your life or make those changes, choices in your life that will bring you closer to where you truly want to be. To be one with God and to live from choice, cause, love, and freedom. Make a demand on the law. And by this, it is that creative law of divine mind, for the mind of God is our mind as well. Make a demand on the law by saying that you want, and then turn it over to the Holy Spirit to bring that or that which is for your highest good. A declaration is a calling forth from yourself the intention and commitment and willingness to be, do, and have what you have said you would. Words are just words. What is created is what you declare and have accepted in your heart. The truth is always abundant. You have unlimited choices. So, today we're just going to get close and close this up. So, you have within you all the power. The power and the glory of God works for you, with you, and through you. Make the choices for the coming new year, for a grand and glorious 2021, because Lord knows 2020 has certainly been one of those challenging years. So, be well, be with God. Use that power of choice, use that power of decision, and declare and commit to wonderful, magnificent goals for 2021. Thank you.